drive starts with a run by White. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the World War.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around because he was developing a hand injury. And to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Rodgers now on first down. That is pulled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Let's go on the extra point. And we're tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Dupree off the edge and getting to the corner.
Some good defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They march to the end zone the last drive.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Saints at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. And not much running room. Down at the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. It's always been automatic to this point of the season, and that connects on field goal.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for the Saints.
Rodgers going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Thomas brings it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
That's good for the Saints.
Quick throw to Olave. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Under pressure, they got him again. Joe Tryon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams. When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, Kamara, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Allen Lazard as time expires in the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So we've reached the intermission of what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, we're standing by as Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 41, Rodgers. He'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones.
This one taken.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Kamara.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even
sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortable. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, it definitely makes up for his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Complete right side to Otten. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to... You want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he's got it. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. These the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 18. Now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Let's go on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And they'll bring it down right around the 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Looking for White on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Here's Rodgers. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Bucs with the extra point. And now up to 14. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Rodgers looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Jones. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that would be far incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Timeout on your side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Rodgers throwing here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. after the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Saints, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.